All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you to the 2021 session of the Georgia General Assembly House Judiciary Committee. It's an honor to be with you all today, and I'm very excited to serve as your chairman this year. I think what we'll do is begin today, as we always did over the last biennium, with an invocation. I'd ask Chairman Fleming if he would please lead us in the prayer. Chairman Fleming.
Yes, sir. Y'all bow your heads with me. Lord, we thank you once again for allowing us to serve in this General Assembly. We ask you to give us the wisdom, as always, to do what's best for the people of the state of Georgia. Lord, we thank you for all the opportunities we have. We remember and pray for all those who are suffering from this pandemic. We know that you're the ultimate physician and the healer. Be with them, the caregivers and the families that are suffering from those. Lord, we also thank you for our new chairman today. Lead him, guide him, and direct him, and help us once again do what is best for the people of this great state. Amen.
Thank you, Chairman Fleming. What we'll do is begin today with the with adoption of the rules for the committee for these 2 years. And what you have before you today are the proposed rules. They are an exact replica of the rules from the previous 2 years of the Judiciary Committee. So I'd be happy to, I'm presenting this to you here, and I'll be happy to answer any questions if there are any. All right, seeing none, I'll hear a motion. There's a motion to pass from Chairman Fleming. Is there a second? All right, any discussion, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All right, very good. We've adopted the rules. It's common for the committee in our first meeting to have a introduction period where we go around the room, and I understand we may have some members also joining us virtually. So what we'll do is we'll begin here with everyone who's in the room. If we could, beginning with Chairman Oliver in the back, if you wouldn't mind hitting your button, Chairman, just provide your name, where you're from, and anything else that you think would be helpful for the committee to know here in our first meeting. I think you're number 10, should be on.
Number 9.
All right, you should be on now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Congratulations. House District 82 from middle of DeKalb County is a fabulous place to be. You're all invited. I represent 4 cities: Atlanta, Brookhaven, Decatur, Chamblee, and unincorporated DeKalb. I've been a member of this committee since I first came to the House a long time ago. Served in the Senate also. Thank you.
Honored to serve with you. Judge Scoggins.
Representative Mitchell Scoggins from House District 14, which is up in Cartersville and Bartow County. It also goes into Floyd County and Rome. So, excuse me, I have 2 counties. Glad to be here. Enjoy being on the judiciary. Mr. Chairman, congratulations.
Thank you, Judge. And Representative Leverett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Rob Leverett from House District 33. I'm succeeding Tom McCall. I'm from Elbert County, and the district includes Elbert, Lincoln, and a few precincts in Wilkes, Columbia, and a good portion of Madison County. So I'm very, very pleased to be serving on the committee with all of you.
Honored to serve with you. Chairman Rich.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Rich, and I represent District 97, which includes Duluth, Suwanee, and Sugar Hill. And I am honored and excited to be able to serve my second term here on the Judiciary Committee.
Thank you. Vice Chairman Gunter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Stan Gunter. I represent Rabun Towns Union in the northern part of White County in District 8. And it's an honor to be here on this committee and serve with you. And congratulations on the chairmanship.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to have all the members here today and have a chance to preside. My name's Chuck F. Stration. I represent House District 104. It's Decula, parts of Lawrenceville and Gwinnett County, and I'm very excited to work with all of you this year. So we have Floor Leader Reeves.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Burt Reeves. I represent District 34, which is Marietta and Kennesaw, and I've been an attorney for about 16 years now, a jack of all trades, master of none, which is a terrible legal practice, but it's actually really helpful down here because I've seen a lot of the things that we do in this committee, and it's a real honor to be on this committee. Thank you.
Chairman Fleming.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Barry Fleming, and I serve House District 121, which is Columbia County, McDuffie County, which is over near the Augusta area. I've served in the legislature on and off since 2002, and I've heard great things about this committee, and I'm looking forward to serving.
Chairman Burchett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations. James Burchett, District 176, which is Lowndes County, Ware County, Atkinson County, Lanier County. It's an honor to be on this committee. I appreciate it.
And Whip Kelly. I think we missed you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Trey Kelly. This will be my 9th year having the opportunity to represent the 16th House District, which is all of Polk County, northern portion of Haralson County, and the southwestern corner of Bartow County with my friend Judge Scoggins. Currently, I'm in my 9th year. I've been practicing law 7 years. And from the very first time I walked in this committee room, I learned something, and I haven't stopped since. So I guess if I ever figure it all out, I'll leave. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve on your committee, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here. So we have some members who are joining us by Zoom online, and I'll just call in order that I see here. First, Representative Dreyer, if you would just unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. David Dreyer, House District 59. That's all Fulton County. It's Atlanta, Hapeville, and East Point. And it's been an honor to serve on this committee that really puts the people's business first and takes input from everyone. And congratulations, Mr. Chair. This committee has always benefited from great leadership that serves the people of Georgia. So look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Likewise. Representative Jones joining us virtually as well. Todd Jones.
Hey, this is Todd Jones. This is my 3rd year serving on Judiciary, and somehow they found out I was an attorney. I blame Barry Fleming for that. And I represent House District 25, which is primarily South Forsyth County with a little bit of North Fulton. Thank you.
Representative Bruce.
Hi, I'm Representative Bruce. I represent District 61. I've been on this committee since 2003. And I think I'm the only one on here that's not a lawyer. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the bar since I've been in this law school for the last But it's an honor to serve on this committee. I've learned a lot doing it. Congratulations to you in your new role. And look forward to working with all of you.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and congratulations on your new role. Matthew Wilson, I represent House District 80 that covers parts of DeKalb and Fulton County. I represent the cities of Atlanta, Brookhaven, Chamblee, Dunwoody, and Sandy Springs. This is my 2nd term and 2nd term on the Judiciary Committee. It's been a great honor. I'm a personal injury attorney and have my own personal injury practice in Brookhaven. Look forward to working with you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, likewise, thank you to all the members for the introductions. I see that we have, Representative Holcomb as well. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congrats on taking on this role. We look forward to working with you on this committee. I've been on this committee for some time, and it is a workhorse. And I represent District 81, which is mostly DeKalb County, a little bit of Gwinnett, and I've been practicing law for about 23 years, and I'm a litigator. So thank you.
Well, thank you all. We have also Julius Tolbert, who's joining us virtually, who's a legislative counsel assigned to the committee. At this time, I'll introduce you to some of the staff. We have the most outstanding staff that you could imagine, and I'm so excited to be working with these great individuals over the next year. And I know that you all have had great experiences working with them as well. But to my left is Evan Myers, staff attorney for the Judiciary Committee, and looking forward to working with you this year, Evan, and thank you for your outstanding work. We also have Madeline Mogimi. I'm sorry, did I say it? Madeline Mogimi. I am just getting to know Madeline this week and so excited to work with her. And I know that Evelyn and Madeline are well known by the members of the committee because they're the ones who really make things happen in the Judiciary Committee and get the job done. And so very grateful to both of you and look forward to working with you. Well, we also have some outstanding legal externs who are going to be with us this year. Luke Gillian. Luke, good to see you today. Luke's a 2L at Emory Law School. Is that right? Great. And Madison Sanchez, who is not here today, but she is also a 2L at Emory Law School, and she's going to be in 2 days a week. Luke and she will be in different days of the week. And then we also have an intern, Camilla Klein, who is an undergraduate student at Emory, and she is, you'll also see her in the office, and she is going to be working with us this year. So we have an outstanding team, and please, I encourage you to get to know the members of the Judiciary Committee staff so that you all can speak with the folks who can really get things done. Judge Gunter is our vice chair, and Judge Scoggins is our secretary, committee secretary. So I have the great privilege of knowing that if I'm out for any reason, we've got some outstanding officers here in the committee who are ready to step up and lead the committee, and I'm so excited to work with both of you this year. Well, at this point in time, what we'll do is just kind of go over some basic procedure that I wanted to chat with you about. As you could tell, I think it's important that we get started on time, particularly in this virtual environment where folks are zooming in and are looking for the committee to get going. So we're going to always try to start right at the time that's set in the schedule. And that may be helpful to you if you've got a conflicting committee. You can come here first and potentially vote and then go on to your other committee and get out of here quickly. But if you speak to anyone who has a bill that's assigned to our committee, who's asking for a hearing, or you have a bill that is assigned to our committee, we have a judiciary bill request form, hearing request form, that will be available in our office that you can go and fill out. And that's how we're able to keep track of and track bills that need hearings. If we don't have one of these forms, it's very unlikely we'll know to put it on the schedule, just because we won't be aware otherwise. We're going to have a great deal of subcommittee work as well this year. So I encourage you to, when the subcommittees are released, do your best to attend all subcommittee hearings, because that's where we're going to get a lot of good information on bills and really work through the language and do a tremendous amount of work in subcommittee. So by the time it gets to full committee, we'll have been thoroughly vetted. All right. The first bill that we have set for here today is House Bill 56. Is Representative Cantrell in the hallway? Okay. Representative Cantrell, it's great to see you here today. Before we get started, I understand Representative Evans has joined us through Zoom. And Representative Evans, we were just doing introductions for all of the committee members. Would you like to introduce yourself to the Judiciary Committee?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Stacey Evans, very excited to be back representing House District 57, the great city of Atlanta in all of its glory.
Well, thank you all so much for being here today. I was just told, as Representative Cantrell was walking into the room, that this may be his first bill in the Judiciary Committee. Is that correct, Chairman Cantrell?
It is correct. Yes.
Well, that's of great interest to the committee members.
Yeah, I made it year 7 without having to be before you guys. So, and I'm real nervous about it. So never had a real bill before. This is my first real one.
Well, we'll go ahead and let you present your bill, beginning with the LC number for your committee substitute.
Okay, I'm working off of LC number 412789S. So what everybody's got?
That's what we have. Yeah, thank you.
Basically, this is a bill to add a 4th judge position in the Blue Ridge Circuit, which is Cherokee County circuit. It's kind of confusing because Blue Ridge is actually in the Appalachian Circuit, but the Blue Ridge Circuit is Cherokee County inclusive. We have 3 Superior Court judges currently. The last time we had a Superior Court judgeship added was back in 2006, and it was funded at the beginning of 2007. So the Judicial Council has looked at our circuit and has rated us as the #2 in priority for the state. Each judge in our circuit currently is carrying a workload of 1.5 judges, and the threshold is 1.2. So we're well beyond the threshold to be considered for this. Our population has increased by about 15% in the last 6 years. Cherokee's become a very popular place to live and to work and to shop. It's the 7th largest county in the state. If you compare it to other counties of similar size and population, Clayton, for example, is similarly sized. They have 5 Superior Court justices with an average workload of 1.4. Chatham has 6 Superior Court justices with an average workload of 1. Forsyth has 3 with an average workload of 0.9. Henry has 3 with an average workload of 1.2. But they've been approved for an additional one already that'll be funded, I think, beginning in January of next year. And then here we are, Cherokee with 3 having an average workload of 1.5. So I think the case for this additional position is pretty clear.
All right, and I see we received a letter.
Sure, you want me to
sent
talk
by
about that a
the-
little bit?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so you're talking about the Judicial Council
That's
letter?
right, yeah.
Okay, yes, we have the letter, should be in your packet, from the Judicial Council of Georgia that kind of outlines the priorities that they came up with in August of last year. And you can see there that the Blue Ridge Circuit is #2 in that priority list. So they're very supportive of our petition today. And then I don't know how far in the weeds you want me to go, Mr. Chair, but there's several charts and letters here about the caseload and the what's going on in Cherokee County and what our judges are currently doing. My DA is here with me today, and our chief judge. They may be more they may be better suited to address those issues if y'all would like to hear from them. And then we have letters of recommendation from our DA, our county managers, our county commissioners. Every one of our county commissioners, including the chair who is joining us by Zoom today, wrote letters of recommendation. Many of our delegation members, including myself and Senators Beach and Thompson and Representative Carson, Representative Caldwell, myself, have all written letters of recommendation based upon that. And then our sheriff also wrote a letter of recommendation seeing the need for this position in the Blue Ridge Circuit.
Did you talk about the effective date and how that will work?
Yeah, we put the effective date as July 1st, 2022, because we realized that last year there were no appropriations granted for those. So we didn't want to look like we were trying to get ahead of judges that were approved for positions that were approved for last year. So we went ahead and post-dated it a year and a half out to allow plenty of time and to be clear that we weren't trying to get ahead of the line.
All right, before we hear from the witnesses, are there any questions for the sponsor? Representative Oliver.
Historically, supplements have been granted by counties, and throughout I would say the recent history of this committee, there's been a discussion about whether or not your county is committed to provide a supplement to the salary, and does it go ahead of or is it below the threshold of the supplements that's been set by statute that's a little bit controversial right now. So I wanted to bring that to the committee's attention. Do you know if the county has a position on that?
I do not. The DA may have a better understanding of that, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, we have letters here in the package from all of your county commissioners, including the county commission chair, expressing support for the new position, correct?
Correct. That's correct.
All right. And was that with the understanding that they're cognizant of the impact to their
Correct.
budget
Oh, yeah.
for the local supplement?
Yes,
And I'm
completely.
assuming their supplement is not greater than $50,000.
That's a question I don't know the answer to.
Maybe we'll hear from our hear from the witnesses on that. So you said the Chief Superior Court Judge of the Blue Ridge Judicial Circuit and District Attorney are here today.
Correct.
If you wouldn't mind asking them to come in, if they'd be willing to testify.
Do I need to stay out there or come back in with
You
them?
can come back in and we'll have, oh yes,
Okay.
of course, Chairman.
Representative, thanks for coming today. So normally, one of the first questions we ask when we're looked at adding a new judge is obviously, are you on the list? And you are, your number 2. Do you know if the number 1, the South Georgia Judicial District, if any legislator from that area intends to introduce?
Have not heard.
Okay. And also normally, and you touched on this earlier, we are dealing with this year's budget, where we will be passing the big budget basically that will contain funding for that. You've got it starting in July of 22, I believe.
That's correct.
Which takes us past this year's budget. What kind of discussions, if any, has there been with the governor's office and I don't know, anybody dealing with appropriations on the long-term look for our ability to fund that going forward?
Yeah, I had a long conversation with Chairman England and then also with your Senate counterpart, Senator Strickland, about this. And they feel like we're on the right trajectory and that it won't be a problem, but no promises are being made.
So if you talk with Chairman England, that was the right one to talk to.
Correct.
If he says, oh, move ahead. then
Yes, he
that's good
did.
for
And I
me.
wrote him, he's got this information as well.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah, if we could bring them in, please. You can stay where you are and, well, yeah, actually that's good. Yeah, if you move over, we'll put the witnesses here. All right, if y'all be willing to come on in here, we can, we have witness chairs here and here for where the microphones are. If you would just introduce yourself to the committee and committee members would like to hear anything that you have to say. Thank you.
All right. I'm trying to get adjusted here. Sorry. I'm Ellen McEllier, and I'm Chief Judge of the Blue Ridge Circuit. And appreciate your hearing us today and your consideration of Representative Cantrell's bill. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shannon Wallace. I am the District Attorney in the Blue Ridge Judicial Circuit.
Well, Judge, there was a question a moment ago about the local supplement. Is that something, if you're aware of, has that been discussed with the county commission and does it conform with the proportion requirements that Representative Oliver was referencing? I'm not sure if you could hear the committee meeting in the hall. I'm sorry if I'm putting you on the spot.
We did, we were zooming in a little bit. So right now our supplement is within that statutory limit. It's right up to that amount. It's 46 and change, and 50 is the limit under the statute. We got that changed. We got it increased back in the fall of, I want to say 2017. And we don't have any plans to ask for any increase. We're happy where it is right now. And as far as what the commission, our county commission, is aware of in the request for this new judgeship, yes, we've been completely transparent with them as far as what the cost would be to them. And that would include a supplement for this new judge that's comparable to the one that the rest of us are receiving. Yes.
Great. Great. Thank you. Is there any other information that y'all want to share before I open it up for questions? Anything else?
Our county commission chair, Harry Johnston, is, I think, zooming in with us, and just along the lines of the support from the county. Also, he and I exchanged messages this morning where he, reaffirmed the county's support and pointed out that, they understand the need for this position and, in fact, are moving forward on some expansion of our Justice Center facilities. They understand the need to, our court system in the circuit.
Is Chairman Johnson online?
I am. Thank you, Chairman Administration. And I didn't want to speak out of turn, but if I may, I'd like to make a brief statement.
Yes,
that be
please go ahead. Yes, sir, please.
Thank you for letting me speak to this committee. Mainly, I just want to tell you that Cherokee County, the Board of Commissioners here, completely supports this additional judgeship. We need it. We are, as Representative Cantrell said, the 7th largest county in the state now. We're also the 2nd fastest growing county in the state. We are committed that our infrastructure and services must and will keep up with that rapid growth rate. That absolutely includes the court system. We are fully prepared to fund not only the supplement for this particular judge, but the other related costs that we are aware will be incurred. We know that the clerk of court's office will probably ask for additional clerk. The courthouse security team will probably need additional security for an additional ongoing court to be in session, and we're prepared to fund all those things. And as Judge McLeay said, as further evidence of our commitment, we are currently in the conceptual design and have awarded the bid for the detailed design of the first phase of a major courthouse expansion. It's odd we still call that our new courthouse, but actually it is in need again of expansion after some 20 plus years in service. And we're committed to add new parking, new security features to it, as well as an additional building for additional space for more courtrooms and office space. We appreciate your consideration. We know it's needed.
Well, thank you so much, Chairman. I carried a similar bill to this for Gwinnett County 2 years ago, and just was familiar with how important it was for expeditious resolution of cases to ensure we kept up with population growth that we had in the county, and certainly familiar with the growth in Cherokee County. Very, very aware of that. Any questions for any of the witnesses or members of the committee? Chairman Fleming.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Judge, I appreciate you and your district attorney being here today. I fully support your bill. I'm particularly supportive because of something Representative Oliver mentioned a minute ago. We've had a lot of discussions down here over the past few years about supplements, particularly to judges. I assume the DA gets one also. Yes. In Cherokee County. I have always been in favor of local governments working with the state on that issue. I was chairman of a county commission about 20 years ago before I was a member of the legislature. My local judges and I had a good relationship. I thought that was vital. We built a courthouse while I was there. And I always thought the fact that the county had some skin in the game, so to speak, with your salary was a good thing. In fact, I was never a proponent of the cap that we put on the local supplements. I know that it causes quite a bit of discussion across the state. But to me, anytime a local government wants to step up and participate in the judicial system, that's a plus. And the communication lines between the county commissioners and the judges and the DAs when that occurs is always a good thing for local officials to talk to one another. So I appreciate you being here today. I thank your county for the fact that they do pay a nice supplement to you. And I'm fully supportive of the bill.
All right. At this point in time, I have a question for Legislative Counsel. So I see on line 103 the effective date. Mr. Tolbert is July 1st, 2021.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, do you see any problem with that as we look at line 22? With the term beginning July 1st, 2022.
Yes, indeed. When we changed the dates in this bill, we should have also changed the date on line 103. So that date should be 2022 instead of 2021.
All right. Okay. Anything else from any member of the committee? Well, at this point in time, I'll hear a motion if there is one. There's a move to pass by Whip Kelly. Is there a second? Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All right, there's an amendment. Is there a motion to change the date in line 103 to 2022? July 1st, 2022. There's a motion. Is there a second? All right. Any objection to the proposed amendment? Hearing none, it's adopted. Any other amendments? Hearing none, further discussion. We'll call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the bill passes unanimously. It's on to Judiciary as amended by committee substitute. And if you would, Chairman Cantrell, just bring the Rules Committee form by our office so that we can get that signed and you'll have what you need to move on. So, all right. With no further business, the committee's adjourned. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much.